Your ability to communicate ideas persuasively is the single greatest skill you need to accomplish your purpose and goals. And being able to communicate with influence and impact in the 21st century needs a 21st century model of communication. To communicate with influence and impact, we need to use HUGS. HUGS is a neuroscience-based model for influential and impactful communications. My name's Dr. John Kenworthy, and welcome to this part. Getting to know your audience. And this is understand me. If there's one complaint I hear about a leader's skill from their boss or their HR, it's that they don't adjust their communication for their audience. And yet, those leaders genuinely believe that they do adjust for their audience. So who's right? Well, they're both correct, of course. The presenter or communicator thinks they are adjusting, but they don't really know their audience. What about the audience members themselves? What do they think? Sadly, the audience don't have an opinion because, well, they stopped paying attention and moved on to other, more exciting things like thinking about lunch or updating Facebook. Capture their attention and motivate them to act, you have to get to know your audience. If you want to capture the attention of your audience and take some sort of action as a result of your communication, you need to get to know, K-N-O-W, your audience and present to them as if it were tailored exclusively and entirely for them, because you will have done just that. I'm going to share with you how to get to know your audience so that you capture their attention and motivate them to do the things that you want them to do. And you can take it one step at a time. But first, let me introduce you to the oft-practiced technique that is absolutely guaranteed to do the opposite of knowing and engaging your audience. Politicians are especially good at this maneuver. Be sure to look down at your notes most of the time and read the speech prepared by some flunky in a monotone. Remember to look up at any random audience member and plaster a fake smile on your face. I'm really an introverted person. Maybe you don't believe that because you've seen me run a workshop or speak at a conference. But when I first started out, I was terrified that I was going to look like an idiot, that I would forget my words, lose track and generally do a terrible job. No doubt some of you are saying, you should still be terrified, but that's the one thing I'm no longer terrified of it. I may be doing it, but I'm not terrified. I adopted what I call this ostrich maneuver, a technique that essentially guaranteed that I would successfully look like an idiot, forget my words, lose track, and do a terrible job. The ostrich maneuver is a favourite of insincere politicians and leaders, and it's frequently seen in after-dinner speeches, wedding dinners, and boardrooms. It is a very easy two-step process, and it is guaranteed to make you look really bad. First, please make sure that you stand behind a podium and place your written script on it. If there is no podium available, then please turn your back to the audience and read your slides instead. Step 2 is read your script, preferably in a monotone, and rarely, if ever, make eye contact with your audience. This works brilliantly to show your audience that you do not know your content well enough, that you don't practice because the audience don't deserve your effort, and it shows the audience that you could care less who they are, what matters to them, or even if you are in the right venue. You will have seen someone using the ostrich maneuver as long ago as yesterday. Perhaps you used it yourself. I understand. I much preferred to read a script than dare look at the audience and witness the devastating effect my appalling presentation was having on them. The better you know your audience, the better you can engage them. If instead you would like to engage your audience and make an impact, then it will be greatly helpful if you know your audience. That is, be able to fully answer 4 key questions. Question number 1. What and how much do they know already? Question 2. What do they need to know? Number 3. What is their opinion? And number 4. Who are they? You'll notice that the keywords here make up the KNOW acronym. Know, need, opinion, and who. What do they know and how much do they know already? What do they need to know? What is their opinion? And who are they? Easy to remember, right? I've got 4 short guides for you on each of these. On the show notes, you'll find these linked straight away so you can go down. But I've separated this into 4 separate audio files. Okay, back about what do they know already. Thanks for listening to this edition of the Leadership Advantage. If you'd like to learn more about how you can unlock your talent, unstuck your potential, and unleash your performance so that you can have joy at work and your team can have cohesion of unity and effort for good success, then visit us at leadershipadvantage.com.